truth is that celebrity endorsements are a big thing now. I mean, every candidate has their own entourage of celebrity mascots.
Hi, my name is Alana, and the topic that I chose to research is celebrity involvement in politics and, furthermore, how voters' perceptions of candidates change in relation to celebrity endorsements. Why is celebrity involvement in politics important? Who here voted in the last election? The ultimate reason that I chose this topic is because I thought that if I had something interesting to write about, I would be more enticed and motivated to research different ideas and topics. As a women and gender studies major, I wanted to do something involving females as the center of the paper, but because of the recent election, I thought that this topic could be far more interesting. Being 21, I only started to get involved in politics within the last 3 years, but I've been increasingly interested within the last year or so. This topic is very important to discuss because, well, look at the outcome of our last election. While it may have been very shocking to many, it was less shocking to the majority who voted for him. In my mind, Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton had similar celebrity endorsements, yet she still lost, which led me to wonder about the correlation between a candidate's success and their utilization of celebrity endorsements. I narrowed my topic down to explore decisions of voters my age, those who are 18 to 25, because we are the main users of social media and have an undeniable attraction to celebrities' lives and opinions.
This is my senator, my favorite senator.
Have you endorsed a candidate before?
Never.
What made you do so now?
Because I know him personally. I think that what he, stands for, what he has proven that he can stand for, what he's shown, was worth me going out on a limb for. And I haven't done it in the past because I haven't felt that I didn't know anybody well enough to be able to say, I believe in this person.
And now, we have the opportunity to create more change. I want my daughter to grow up seeing a woman lead our country. And know that her possibilities are limitless. We have to think about the future of our daughters, our sons, and vote for someone who cares for them as much as we do. And that is why I'm with her.
So you're endorsing Trump, essentially?
I would, yeah. I like Trump. He should be president of the United States. That's what he should be.
So he's got your vote?
Yeah, hell, big time. Why wouldn't anybody like that? A guy that came from where he came from and doing what he's doing, and now this is where he's at now.
Because my topic was so broad to begin with, I had a hard time figuring out exactly what I wanted to research. I started with the sole idea of how celebrities became involved in politics and how social media plays its part in this new wave of politics. Thanks to the exercises we did, I was reminded many times to narrow down my question from what aspects of politics was I referring to what age of voters was I targeting. I tried to exclusively research the effects of women endorsers' effectiveness versus men's, but the sources were far too limited and very outdated. Finally, I finished with the question, in what ways has celebrity involvement and their use of social media in political campaigns reshaped politics throughout the past decade, or in other words, in the 2008, 2012, and 2016 elections? And how has the tactic of utilizing celebrity endorsements within that last 3 elections been effective for politicians? The main framework that I use to explain the traction that we have towards celebrities, which entices us to vote for the political candidate that they are endorsing, is a social comparison theory. Kuehl, in her book, Oprah and Obama, The Obama Effect, Multiple Disciplinary Renderings of the 2008 Campaign, she introduces the idea of the social comparison theory and explains it as one of the, quote, reasons why we look towards others in making a decision is that we hope to reduce our own uncertainty about that decision, unquote. Whether or not these celebrities can relate to our everyday lives, we look to them for answers in many cases, and politics is no exception. The main argument from Morin, Irie, and Tubbs' article is that endorsements from a high credibility celebrity are more influential than a low credibility endorser. The information about celebrity endorsements and source credibility research gave insight on why voters are enticed to identify with a certain celebrity and therefore a certain politician. It also gave information about how to determine credibility, and the sex differences have played its factor with credibility. Ultimately, the article concluded that credibility doesn't play much of a factor when it comes to political gain for the candidate. In Nisbet and DeWalt's article, they discuss the ways that celebrity function as elite beacons for navigating political and social issues. This article discusses the way that social media was a primary medium for consumption of celebrity political appeals, and how there was a high degree of perceived influence on others, which was not always regarded positively. Because my research question changed so much, my hypothesis also went through its own little evolution. I went from hypothesizing that politics has changed due to celebrity involvement to the idea that the outcome of the last election correlates directly to the involvement of women celebrity endorsers, to finally hypothesizing that the use of celebrity involvement and social media will have proven itself to be an effective campaigning tactic that politicians have used when trying to reach young, undecided, or independent voters. The counter-argument that I presented in my paper is that the voters don't see celebrities as credible sources for endorsements, and that the use of celebrities in political campaigns can in fact hurt a candidate. The video I showed earlier of Mike Tyson is a great example why.
The only acceptable time to take advice from a man with a face tattoo is if you're wondering how to hide a body. Right? I mean, remember, Mike Tyson once bit a man's ear off on national television, and yet endorsing Donald Trump is the craziest thing he's ever done. But Tyson isn't the only celebrity endorsing Trump. He's also been endorsed by Kirstie Alley, Gary Busey, Dennis Rodman, and Hulk Hogan. Well, it just sounds like a season of Celebrity Apprentice.
See, a complete joke. At first, I had a hard time narrowing down a topic because, like I said, celebrities and politics is a broad topic. While there's information available about the 2016 election, many of the sources were not scholarly and therefore harder to incorporate in my paper. This led me to widen my question to include the 2008 and 2012 election because there was much more information available. I also had a hard time finding concrete evidence to support my claim that the election as a whole was affected by celebrity endorsements. To conclude, I ultimately found that young adults look to celebrities for their opinions in order to share something in common with them. Social media plays a huge role in this because of its ability to give constant and instant access to the celebrities' thoughts and ideas. Celebrities advocate and endorse politicians to encourage voting amongst the younger voters in America, and politicians have in fact utilized this more so in the last 3 elections. I found that credibility and gender of the celebrity plays a minor part in a voter's perception of the candidate, but not enough information has been researched to claim that the celebrity endorsements have a significant impact on voter turnout for younger voters or the outcome of the election. I also discovered in my research that the endorsement of a politician by a celebrity can have adverse effects for both the celebrity and the politician alike.